Good morning. For those of you that are not Indigo employees, my name is Tim Cox. I'm the director of our transportation training department here at Indigo. I appreciate all the visitors coming to acknowledge our classes that are graduating. So I'm going to introduce them and play a little bit of music for them when they come in. Maybe we'll see how much fun that they want to have. So first, I'd like to introduce class 2510. And class 2511. Chuck, I expect you to work the rest of the day. I know you're gonna be a little sore from all that movement. Y'all made it, right? Yeah. So what a great milestone, right? So for the most of you, you've worked hard to obtain that CDL, right? Which I think I tell every one of you guys that, like, still to this day, it almost makes me nervous and nauseous just thinking about the days of uh going through the process of getting my CDL, right? So what a milestone. So after earning that CDL, right, you learn Indigo's policies, procedures. You've learned that what you're about to do is important, right? And you've leaned into something that's just as important, and that is what it's about to serve our community, which is why we are all here, right? You didn't just complete the training, you committed to something bigger. This is, I think once we understand that this is more than just coming to work and driving the bus, and that it's the impact that you make on our community, is when you understand the importance of what you do. Every time you show up in uniform, you're going to be the first impression on Indigo. So we always want to try to be a positive, even in those Deons. You'll be trusted with more than just a route. You'll be trusted with people's time, their safety, and sometimes even their peace of mind. I'd like to shout out a few individuals in the room that have helped you guys get to this point, right? So first with the onboarding group, I appreciate the work of helping you guys get through your documentation process and getting you here in the first place. The learning and development team that has worked with us on your new hire training, and obviously my favorite, the training group. I appreciate the dedication. Yeah. So remember that when the job gets hard, and it will, right? It'll be tough. For those of you that have been out there for these 2 weeks already, realize that it can be tough at times. You got to remember your training. Rely on what you've learned, lead with empathy, and don't be afraid to reach out. We have some people here today that are people for you to rely on and lean on. You have your mentor group with Kylie and all the mentors. We appreciate you being here and willing to take on that additional responsibility of showing them the way. The transportation leadership is here for you, and also always the training department. They're always available. Remember that you're never alone, okay? Also, I want to mention that our Chief Operating Officer, Aaron Vogel, couldn't be here today, but he asked me to send along his congratulations, and he also asked me to share a short video. one that speaks to what today could be the beginning of for you. As a reminder, this isn't just a job, it's the start of a career path and a purpose. I tell you at the hiring events and I tell you at training on day one, today is the first day of whatever you want it to be, right? We talked about this as well yesterday. So we have this short video. The message speaks to something real, right? You didn't just train to drive a bus. You stepped into a profession that takes heart, focus, and grit. And I personally want to say congratulations. Each of you have grown, struggled, and pushed through it. You've earned it, right? Like, remember, let that first word be your breath, right? Out there on the bus, customer service. Have empathy, be understanding, right? Remember why you're here, who you serve, and that every shift, every stop, every interaction is a chance to lead by example. You don't just move buses, you move the city. Now it's my honor to introduce someone who leads by example every day. She brings vision, integrity, and steady leadership to everything we do. Please help me welcome Indigo's President and CEO, Jennifer Pierce.
Good morning, graduates. I'm Jennifer Pierce, your President and CEO, and I'm super honored to be here today to share this milestone. This event is my favorite day every single month. I love seeing all of the new people coming into the organization and hopefully the launch of lifelong careers here. So welcome and thank you for choosing us. I've worked here for about 5 years. I started off in the infrastructure group and stepped into the CEO role at the end of 2023. And I've learned so much. It's one of the very favorite parts of my job is every day I'm learning something new. I'm growing in some way. I hope you will find the same thing about your time here. But I wanted to share with you a couple things that I've learned that I think are true about Indigo and about being an Indigo employee. And I won't take super long. But the first one is that I think we care very deeply about the work we do. I think no matter who you're talking to, you will find that our mission of connecting people to opportunity is really, really important to us. You will see how you are related to that mission every single solitary day. So that's number one. Number two, you will have the opportunity to affect people deeply every single day. And Tim alluded to that already, but as you know, your work is very public. You are the face of Indigo. When people think of Indigo, the bus operators, the professional coach operators are the ones that they think of. It's not me. It's you all. So know that your demeanor, your attitude, your appearance, the way you interact, that speaks volumes about who Indigo is. And it's important to our customers. A lot of times you may find that there are customers who you're the only smile that they see on a given day. You're the first person to greet them in the morning. I have seen riders who get a little extra help from an operator and how much that means to them. Or I've seen a passenger kind of fall asleep on the bus and the operator shouts out to them to remind them like, hey, wake up, you're here. You'll get to know the people that ride with you and you will mean something to them. So know that. There's gonna be hard days. You may wonder some days if you got it in you, if it's worth it. That's when we are all here to back you up. So please reach out, know that you can do it. It is worth it. The impact you are having is meaningful. We want to support you. We want to remind you. So please reach out on those tough days. And I'm sure that most of the days are going to be bright and sunny, just like they were for Sam. So in the end, you'll walk out and only remember the happy days. And then the third one is that you will get out of this job what you put into it. So I don't know, I'm guessing some of you, certainly many of our operators are here because they were referred here. Whether it's a friend or we have a lot of family members, right? A granddad, a dad, an aunt, a mom encouraged them to take this job. Okay, come work with me at Indigo. You've probably seen that already a little bit. I like to think that's because we are a great place to work, that we are getting those referrals. That's important to us. I hope the fact that they all brought you here or brought others here means that they see the opportunity that this career can bring. So know that your hard work, doing the right thing, we look for that, we reward that, and we encourage our teammates to continuously grow and improve. So seek that opportunity. You probably are also aware that many of our leadership staff, especially in the operations team, but really throughout the agency, started out as coach operators and had opportunities to grow even so much as, you know, our COO or the head of our training department. So know that those opportunities are there if you seek them, and be sure to show us that that's where you want to go. So I hope for you that you feel the meaningfulness of your work every day. I hope the good days far, far outnumber the tough days. I hope you'll take advantage of all the opportunities that we present, and I hope that we'll get to show a video of you someday when you retire after 40, 30, 50 years. That'd be awesome. So thank you. Next, I am going to invite our actual guest speaker, who is not me. He is State Representative Greg Porter, and I'm really thrilled to have him here. State Representative Greg Porter is serving his 16th term for Indiana House District 96 in Indianapolis. He has represented us well for a really long time and has been a great friend to Indigo as well. He's currently the ranking minority member of the Indiana House Ways and Means Committee and a voting member of the State Budget Committee, as well as the Public Health and Insurance Committee. He is a native of Indianapolis and a proud graduate of Shortridge High School and Earlham College, where he was recently honored with the Outstanding Alumni Award from the college. He has also been inducted into the Shortridge High School Hall of Fame and the Indianapolis Public Schools Hall of Fame. He graduated from Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government Executive Program and served on the Harvard Working Group on Early Childhood Science and Policy. And he has an honorary doctorate degree from Martin University. So please join me in welcoming Representative Greg Porter.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Madam President, thank you very much for that introduction. I want to thank my staff for writing that introduction today. They're here with me today. You know, this is my second time being here. I want to thank Cam for inviting me back. And ladies and gentlemen up here have heard me talk before. And Indigo holds a special place in my heart. You know, in our culture, we have adopted uncles and cousins. I had 2 or 3 that worked for Indigo way back when. A gentleman named Joe Rouse, who just recently passed, and another friend of mine, Steve Dixon, who worked here for a long time, and some other people. There's a young lady, Kathy Polk. So I know Juan Battle. I know a lot of people that's come through here at Indigo. But it's not about them, y'all. It's about you. Congratulations. Congratulations. It is truly an honor to be here to give a few words. I assure you I will not keep you long, because y'all didn't come to really hear from me. Y'all came to get you to move on and go start making that money, honey. And I want to thank the family members that are here. You've been with these teams here, these 2 groups, through the trials and tribulations. Some of them didn't think they would even be here. Some of them thought that going through this whole weeks and months of process, they wasn't going to make it. But you did 3 things. Y'all stayed focused, you stayed strong, and you stayed together. Because you can't move and do things by yourself. Along with your mentors, people, the instructors, and your family. So that's what you did. That's what you will continue to do. Again, I commend you and celebrate you today. Your success has not gone done unnoticed as you are today. Again, your families are here. Your journey in public transportation career is in public service is just really beginning. You don't understand yet, but you heard the president say, I'm quite sure others have said it, that you are an essential worker. Indianapolis will not thrive without Indigo. Jobs will not come without Indigo. People cannot get to the doctor without Indigo and public transportation. People can't go downtown and clean the hotels for Visit Indy without Indigo. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to think about how essential and how important you are to the fabric of Indianapolis. A city that is thriving, a city that people from the 500-mile track to everything to Gen Con. Every week, y'all, we have something going on downtown. And how do people get there if they have to be out at Castleton? They take the red line. If you're at Fort Bend, you're gonna take the purple line. And soon, when we want to bring residents into the airport that's ranked one of the top airports in the nation, they're gonna take the blue line to come into Indianapolis. And guess what? Y'all gonna be there to bring people here to Indianapolis in the downtown. You've heard it said, your smile, your thoughts, your routes. When you go and you get on a route and you'll be there for a while, you're gonna get to know your ridership. You're gonna know who's gonna feel, you can look at them and feel their spirit. And they're gonna feel your spirit. When you give them that, I know it's hard being a public servant, okay? And you're public servants. It's hard to be a public servant. In New York City, it's really hard to be a public servant. You know, in Los Angeles, it's hard to be a public servant in transportation. In Indianapolis, it's gonna get harder and harder because those New Yorkers are trying to come here and those people from Chicago are trying to come down here. And they don't have that Hoosier hospitality that we have. Y'all know I'm right. Come on to me, amen. All right. So it's gonna be coming upon y'all to really make some things happen and garner the strength within yourselves. You all have a light. You all have a light. When I used to catch the bus from, I lived at 3300 block at that time, Northwestern, downtown. I used to get on the bus and the bus driver knew who I was. And I was only like, at that time, kids could travel like 6 or 7 years old. He knew who I was. He said, sit right here, all right? And he knew when I was supposed to get off. I mean, I was being Ubered through the bus system because my mother said, get on the bus. Excuse me, I get all choked up talking to y'all. Get on the bus, sit right here, and he would tell me or she would tell me where to get off. You're gonna be somebody's mothers, fathers, uncles. You are going to be the movement for them. And they're gonna need you. And they do need you, and we need you. So when you start thinking about it and when you start on that route and you see that individual day after day, you're gonna understand how they feel, some of their thought processes, because it's innate. It's within yourself to understand what's going to happen to them, what's going on, and they're going to get there. You're going to say, oh, they're having a bad day. Okay, get them to smile, get them to crack a joke. As the president said, they may fall asleep because they worked a double shift, but you know when they're supposed to get off. And you reach back, hey, Greg, this is your stop. And they get off and they go about their way. I know it's kind of hard to conceptualize it right now, but you're going to be the psychologist, you're going to be the mentor, you're going to be that father they didn't have, you're going to be the mother they didn't have, you're going to be somebody's all in all. And sometimes, because of what happened with COVID years ago, our mental health issues are going to resonate. And from the mental health perspective, you're going to really have to come back and be able to talk to people and help them get through their day. And you know, believe it or not, you're gonna save some lives. No, I'm serious. You're gonna save some lives. You're gonna say something to someone at some time that they feel that there's no way out. And you're gonna be there and you're gonna be positive and you're gonna say there's a way out of no way, that you can make it. And that, you know, I will be there for you. Customer service or public transportation is essential, but you really don't know, but I know what you're going to do because you built for this. You think somebody just said, John, Robert, Susan, here, this is your job. Didn't happen like that. You had to work for it, you had to maneuver, and you had to come to a conclusion because the light that you have for the city of Indianapolis, for economic development, to take people to jobs, to take people to church, to take people to the doctor, to help through the fabric of Indianapolis is crucial. And you are the change agents, the stabilizers, the mobilizers that can help this city continue to grow. You have entered here to learn, you're departing to serve. You have entered to learn, but you have departed to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I wasn't going to be long, but I'm going to try my best to be strong. This is your day, a day that you will know, you will keep in your hearts forever. The power of Indigo driver is phenomenal. You have a light again to access Indianapolis. Your good mornings, your good afternoons, your good evenings, your have a nice day will help change people's lives because you're truly a change agent for the city, an ambassador, not just for the city, but for people that come here from all over the world. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Dr. Shea, mahalo. You have entered to learn and you have exited to serve. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Moore. I am returning supervisor for Indigo, and I have the distinct pleasure of being able to come by to you along with Garcia. So, Mr. Porter just. Want me to get up on it? Okay. But I do want to piggyback on one thing. You guys are a strong group. I love your strength. I've loved it from day one. I want you to keep that strength, but I also want you to completely be humble on that bus. He's right. You are going to be a therapist, a babysitter, a lifesaver. And people are going to talk to you and they're going to tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. And sometimes it's not for you to talk back. It's not for you to respond. It's just for you to listen. So please practice that. Just listening sometimes instead of responding. I am so proud of you guys. I didn't get to do one of the things I love to do best with my classes, and that's ride check you because I was on a cruise. But I heard from Terrence that you guys did a wonderful job. All of your evaluations that, yeah. I hit it with my bit. All of your evaluations have said that. So I already knew that you guys were going to do great. So again, I am super proud of you guys. And I look forward to hearing nothing but great things and seeing you once a year at in-service, not any other time before that. Okay? So my first certificate is for Jose. Benny B. Dis. Thank you. Miss Antrette Richard. Mr. Leonard Chichimbri. Mr. Darrell Jones. Mr. Michael McLaren. And last but definitely not least, Miss Jessica Rayner.
What's that? Hey, Jose, I love your energy, boy. All right, save the best for last. My name is Terrence Harding, along with Mr. Charles Augustus. We were in charge of class 2511. Doing this job, when I took this job, Nini's the one who tricked me to take it. Right? It engulfs me, it engulfs all of the people in the training department. I was telling the class, when was it? Tuesday night, I couldn't sleep, because they were on my mind, because I know they were about to graduate and I needed to get everything in order so that this would be a success for them. I was thinking about what will I tell these wonderful people on this day. My advice to you is to treat everyone with kindness, because life has a way of returning what it is you put out, right? It's reciprocal. You will find people out there who don't have the same mindset as you. So you have to treat everyone with respect. This is not a job, this is a career. I've been here, 21 years. I drove for 14 years, so I know exactly what it is that you guys going out there to meet, okay? I always try treating everyone with respect, and I never had a problem. You can do it also, right? Plant your foot down. Start growing roots here. Every morning, roll off the bed, let your foot touch the ground and keep moving. You know how important time is here as for this company. We stress on time and safety. Remember those two things, time and safety. Get up early in the morning, get yourself ready to come to work. If you have to sing a song while you're driving or play your favorite song, get yourself ready for work. That's very important. All right, so now I'm gonna hand out these certificates for class 2511. The first person is Alexander Bennett. The next person is Kiata Cumbridge. Next is the trickster, Amy Gallagher. Miss Tamara Hollis. Next up is Dominic Jones. Good job. Good job. Next person is Mr. Joshua Jones. Next person, Mr. Zhao Kabunga. Big class. So we have another one, Mr. Michael Mosley Jr. Dad. Oh, you bringing the food? Okay. Thank you. The next person is Miss Catherine Perdue. Hi. Next is Miss Bridget Pierce, Pierce Wheeler. What's they got a lot of energy? Next up is Mr. David Rowe. Cool and smooth. And last but not least, my guy, Boang. Now I'm gonna hand this, we have some special awards for people who excelled in the training, and I'll have Mr. Bert Garcia lead, with this part.
Good morning, and thank you. Morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out to support our two classes, 2510 and 2511. Thank you, guys. Congratulations, first of all, congratulations. Now, we all seen that video that Tim showed earlier with Mr. Garrison. Please make the best of this opportunity, right? This is not just a job. This is somewhere you can retire from, right? We've given you all that you needed. You've gotten the policies, you've gotten all the rules, and you know how to drive that bus and treat passengers. When was it? On Tuesday, I was having a conversation with a driver. He came here for in-service. So I was asking him, how long again you have here? He said, I'm trying to do one more year. He's trying to get to 40 years. I'm saying that to say, this is somewhere people retire from. Make the best of your opportunities, and congratulations again. Special awards time, special awards. While you guys were on the bus, you treated our passengers with respect and you handled them correctly. And we have one special customer service award that will go into Mr. Michael McLaren. Now, this other award goes to outstanding performance. Not only was this person the high academic achiever in the classroom, they also excel in every other department. I couldn't give them that customer service because Mike was better. Just Ms. Jessica Reyna, most outstanding.
Okay. Like everyone said, congratulations to all of you. We know it was a long process and all of you stayed the course and you did everything that's needed to be done. I'm quite proud of you. I'm glad you guys I know you guys are proud of yourselves. All right? But speaking on 2511, you guys work a nerve. You do. I'm not going to be like the other ones and say I was thinking about you. I was not thinking about you on a Tuesday or a Monday. I was like, they like kids, they gone. Thank you. Nah, I'm just kidding. You guys were great. I wasn't thinking about you though. But I do treat you like kids. Get on. Don't come back. I'm serious. No, but this is cool. I like to have fun with you guys, but I try to give you the best that I have, and I try to be as honest, as open as I possibly can, so you guys won't get out there and be fooled. And you have a false impression of what it is. I tried to be as honest as I could, and I hope you guys take it and use that advice that I gave you and other instructors have given you to be the best that you can possibly be. All right. My first award that I want to give out is probably the one that's most dearest to me. This gentleman came in and never complained. You would never know. You would say something to him and he was like, okay, I have it. And you would ask him, he's like, and he'd be honest. I'm having a little trouble. And you give him advice and he's like, he'll work on it. And I see him working every day. And this is for most improved because he came in, he struggled in certain spots, but every day he got better. Every day he worked and he never complained. This goes for Mr. Bo Wang. You're welcome. Yeah. This award is for highest academic performance. This class as a whole did very well. We had a average score of 94.28. And I'm actually surprised. I am. This person actually had a 96.25 average score, Mr. Michael Mosen. All right. My last award is for outstanding customer service. What can I not say about this individual? This person came in for getting their CDL and had a question about everything. They was too busy worrying about tomorrow and not working on for today. I like, just worry about what's happening right here, what's going on in front of you. Don't worry about what you're doing tomorrow. But what am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? What we doing? What we doing? But this person, based on their evals, gave excellent customer service. They were very polite to the passengers and it showed. And I'm not surprised because they have a very joyful, pleasant attitude. They just like to ask a lot of questions. And this goes to Tamar Hollis. Good job.
Congratulations. Jenny hit on something that is near and dear to me. So as a child of a retired operator, Michael, Joshua, you two have some very, very high standards, right? With Ricky, got to keep it together. Mr. Mosley, father, worked here. Terrence's father worked here, right? So I always, love to see families. I want to give a quick shout out to Desmond, Nicole, Ricky. These are people that are operators that could probably do whatever shifts they want to do as operators, but they're willing to come up here and spend that time to share their knowledge with you to try to make you the best operators they can. So appreciate you all. Oh, sorry, Jonathan. You lost all that weight and I can't see you back there, man. My bad. And Jonathan Jackson. Thank you all for coming today and celebrating with us. I always appreciate seeing family and friends come. This concludes our ceremony, and have a great day.